Laser Startup, Focusing, and Setting the Nozzle Gap by Cameron, Devin, Kellen, and Rudy. To begin, you will need the 3 keys, located in the gray cabinet in the lab. The 3 keys you will need are the laser power, shutter, program edit, or enable. You will then need to insert the keys into the proper location. Once the keys have been inserted, you can push the green power on button. It is the hard button located at the top of the machine. You will next then turn on the laser power. It is the white hard button below. It will flash. While it is flashing and you wait for it to stop flashing, you will need to turn on the gases. The laser runs off of the trimix laser gas and the oxygen assist gas. The trimix gas will need to be set to 40 psi, and the oxygen assist gas will need to be set to 100 psi. Now you can home the machine. To do so, you will need to press the soft home button on, then push the green cycle start button. You will see the pictures below. You will then need to turn on the high voltage button. This is the white hard button. The stack light will then flash. You will need to turn on the exhaust.
Move to the desired position over 304 stainless steel. Use jog. Turn the non-contact sensor to off. Take the nozzle off and put it somewhere safe. Press the laser condition button and input the correct conditions. Be sure to press input after every entry. Peak power 700, normal pulse frequency 100, duty 15, air pressure 0.3. Turn off the work light. Then hit the laser discharge button. Hit position key twice so you can read the Z coordinates. Press the movement button to handle. Then set the axis to Z. Set the handle scale switch to X10. Then turn the shutter key to open and lower the handle in the Z direction to get a blue spark. Stop and release the shutter key. Zero the Z axis in origin. Turn the handle in the Z direction half a turn. Set the axis select switch to X and rotate the handle 1 turn. Repeat steps 8 through 11 3 more times without zeroing the Z axis. Instead, record the value of Z-axis, average the values, and use the handle to move the Z-axis to the average of those values. Then zero the Z-axis in origin. Set the axis select switch to Z. Set the handle scale switch to X10. Turn the shutter key to open and raise the handle in the Z plus direction to get a blue spark. Stop and release the shutter key. Record the value of the Z axis when the blue spark appears. Turn the handle in the Z direction half a turn. Set the axis select switch to X and rotate the handle 1 turn. Repeat steps 14 through 17 2 more times. Record the value of the Z-axis where the blue spark appears. Average the values, then divide this value by 2, and use the handle to move the Z-axis to get the result. Then zero the Z-axis in origin. Replace the nozzle and turn the non-contact switch to on. Gently lower the Z-axis until the nozzle makes contact with the plate and the gap control arm comes on. Record the Z-axis value where the alarm occurs. This distance is the distance that the focal point is from the bottom of the nozzle. A positive number means the focal point is inside the nozzle, and a negative number means the focal point is below the nozzle. Adjust the lens up or down to achieve a focal point of negative 0.40. Each number on the lens dial equals 0.004. Zero the Z-axis in origin. Raise the Z-axis to 0.040. Proceed to the nozzle gap adjustment.
Nozzle gap adjustment. To begin, press reset to clear the auto gap alarm. Now you will need to press the laser condition button and press the gap control adjust key. It should now be highlighted. Press the gap control capture key. This key will flash. Use the handle to move the Z-axis to 2 inches. Press the MDI button and key in M32 input. Press the cycle start button. Then press the handle key. Confirm that the Z-axis position is 0.040 and use the gap plus and gap minus keys to adjust the position as close to 0.040 as possible. Press the gap control adjust key and then press the reset key. Centering the nozzle. Once again, you will need to press the laser condition button and input the correct conditions. Be sure to press input after each entry. Peak power will now be at 300, normal pulse frequency at 100, duty 4, oxygen, and pressure 0. You will now need to move the laser to a position off the workpiece. Transfer graphite from the paper to the nozzle. Place tape on the bottom of the nozzle and close the laser doors. You will now need to hit the laser discharge button. Turn the shutter key to open until a smoke plume appears and quickly release the shutter key. Adjust the nozzle with the 4 adjusting screws and repeat the whole shot until the hole from the beam is centered and the graphite transferred to the tape. You will see the pictures below for a better description.